I guess for either of you, how tough is that you score maybe for Jocelyne, you get the lead and then they're managing to tie it so late in the game. What's the mindset in going into overtime when it's that kind of situation?
I mean, it's playoff hockey. If one goal against is going to get you down, I mean, I don't think you'd make it this far in the playoffs. So, the talk in between, or sorry, at the end of the game before overtime was just to stick with it. We were happy with our play. We made a couple of adjustments, talked about a couple of adjustments, but to just keep the pressure on because we were playing some really good hockey. So, it was to not let it defeat us and to just do our best in overtime.
Is there a letdown? I mean, there's obviously a letdown, I guess, when they score with 15 seconds left. But what's it like the mood on the bench and again going into the room?
Well, I think Jocelyne said it. I don't think our group got down after that goal. It's frustrating. Yeah, you want to close it out, but I think overall this was a much better game for us than our first game, and we can take a lot of confidence from the way that we played. We got back to our style tonight. We know it's going to be a hard-fought series. We knew that coming into it. We would have liked to close this one out for sure, but we'll learn for it, and we're right in the battle, and we're having fun.
Before the goal late in the third, there was like a little bit of celebrating on the bench. And can you kind of describe the up and down? And is that like something you talked about after?
Celebrating after her goal?
No, like late in the third before.
Oh,
Carl
I didn't
scored
see
a goal.
that. Yeah, I can't speak to that.
No, I can't either.
Just you talk about how well you played. I guess especially in the second period, where you guys were all over the ice, even on the penalty kill, getting a few chances there. I guess, is it the most disappointing part of this game, like, for you guys to not having been able to come out of this second with a lead, or?
I mean, like right now, it's a 1-1 series. Both teams are great teams, and there was a lot of good that we can take from it. I mean, similar to our OT loss in Montreal, there was a lot of positives there, and then look at how we responded the next game, and I do not see it being differently here.
Just a follow-up for you, Jocelyne, and on the moment where you got that puck behind Rooney, what was that feeling like? Did you kind of feel like he might have gotten us a win there, or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know that it's close to the end of the game, and Becca Leslie made a great drop, and it kind of froze their D zone coverage. So it was a great play by her. And yeah, I mean, when you score late, you're hoping that that's the game winner, but it's not always. It's hockey, and things happen.
For you, Brianne, ton of confidence coming off of Phillips there at the game, punching the air on the glove save, playing pucks in tight. What does it do for you as a player to know you have someone playing like that behind you?
Yeah, I mean, we're so lucky in this hockey club. We have great goaltending, and we feel confident playing in front of Gwen. She's been phenomenal for us. And, I mean, we've had that all season. So, yeah, she's been so solid.
For either of you, do you think you'll miss having the home crowd over the next two games?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have the best crowd in the league, in our opinion. So they give us a lot of energy, and it's huge for us. But we'll definitely miss them. But at the end of the day, it's a hockey game, so we're excited to get on a plane and go play in their barn.
Jocelyne, you mentioned bouncing back after the OT loss to Montreal. I guess to either of you, like, what lessons can you take from that game going into the next one?
To not let that define us. Like, Brianne mentioned it, it's disappointing, but it doesn't break our confidence. Like, we are a confident group. We know that when we take away the other team's time and space, when we're physical, when we put pucks on net, when we let the puck do the work, that we're a great team. So we know that. And we just know that we need to bring that even up a notch. And we have confidence that we will.
Maybe for Brianne, the power play has been a bit of an issue all season long. Is it tough to see that, right? It's still a struggle right now, considering how hard it is to score goals in the playoffs?
Yeah, obviously we got to find a way to put, some pucks in the net for sure. I think we're getting good looks, but it's a matter of, jumping on those rebounds, making the most of those opportunities. So, it's something that we're continuing to focus on.
It might be unfair. I don't know. What's it like to be playing against an opponent who's getting booed every time she touches the puck by your hometown fans? And I'm sure you know why. And I just, what's that like?
I don't think I'd think about it much. I'm kind of just focused on what I'm doing, to be honest.
You notice it though, right? Like.
Oh, you hear it. Like, I mean, our crowd is so loud. So, like, we hear cheers and we hear boos, and it is what it is.
Carla, just your thoughts. It looks like your team takes control late in the third, and then Vanisova takes a third penalty in the game. Like, how tough is that for your team to kind of see the momentum change, and then you lose in overtime?
Well, I don't know if momentum fully changed. I thought we had a really, really good hockey game. We played incredibly well. And that's playoff hockey. There's sort of these little pockets of opportunity, and Minnesota did their job within those pockets of opportunity to find themselves on the right side of the scoreboard tonight. But I think when I look at the process of our team and where we were at, really, really proud of how we played and the direction that we're going. Obviously, penalties are always a factor in the game. Some you like, some you don't. But at the end of the day, we're playing hard, and that's a great attribute for our group.
I remember the comments you made after the second game in Montreal. I see the heels now. Were you kind of scared when you guys got to overtime, or?
No, never scared. I take them off in the intermission to rest them. No, we're in a good spot.
Just about, especially the second period, you guys were all over them. Even on the PK, you got a few good chances. So, I guess what was kind of missing to just get a lead when you're playing that.
Nothing was missing. Rooney was playing great, and you got to just play an odds game. If you're generating chances at that clip, at that pace, you just stay the course. And sure, you'd love 3, 4, 5 to go in, but it's playoffs. They're a great hockey team. They've got great depth. They've got great goaltending. So you just keep going, and if you can continue to generate, positive things will happen.
I'm not sure. Like I was trying to fix my phone. I'm not sure if they asked you about the penalty kill, but also Minnesota's a team that's been scoring a lot of goals. I guess the positive that you have to take from this is the way you shut them down. You gave up 2 goals in, counting overtime, by a very short span of time. Shut them down for most of the night.
Well, I'm not sure what everyone's spin on this game is, but I find a lot of positives in this game.
Right.
I thought this game was incredibly strong from our group, and it's a momentum builder for us. Certainly, the penalty kill's a key component of it, and we've done well on it. Again, they've got a proficient power play, and we're putting a lot of detail into how to try to match up against it, and our players are continuing to rise. And look, it's hockey, it's playoffs. A 6-on-4 at the end of the game, that's not an ideal scenario for us by any stretch of the imagination. We tried to manage it, we were close. In overtime, we had our opportunities, and they capitalized on one of theirs. And I don't know. I just feel like that's what we've signed up for, and we find it kind of fun.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I thought he was
follow
reaching
up.
to me. No, I just think the spin of a lot of people is that the girls that's getting booed all night is the one that scores 2 goals to rescue their team from being down 2-0.
She's one of their players, and she's a good hockey player. At the end of the day, I can't control any of that. I just know our group, and sitting in front of me, I'm watching them go out, and they're working incredibly hard every shift. I thought we were quite relentless tonight. And, the message in the room after the game was if we can maintain that, which we know we can, we'll give ourselves a good opportunity in this series.
A lot of the narrative of this series has been how Minnesota has been in this position before and able to, show that resiliency. What can your team take from, let's say, that quadruple overtime loss and the way you came back after that one?
Yeah, and there's no doubt Minnesota has been in this position. It's well documented. It's obviously their second go here for a Walter Cup. But, we sat here after Game 2 in Series 1, and it was 1-1. It's 1-1. So we just know we're in a hard-fought battle here, and that's what we signed up for. You're going to play in the final 2 here, Walter Cup Championship. Nothing's going to be given to you. We'll just keep earning it.
Carla, what did you maybe like about Emily Clark today specifically? I think 6 shots on goals over 22 minutes just seemed like she was constantly buzzing. And then on the PK in the second period, she had more shots than Minnesota did, even though they were on the power play. So what do you think about Emily Clark?
What do I think of Emily Clark? You used the word, Haley. She's buzzing. It's so fun. Our group is buzzing, and I think she's a good engine within the group to kind of set the bar. And you can see she's passionate about playing in the Walter Cup final. And she's a very determined player. She's a very strong player. And it's fun. It's fun to watch her, but it's fun to watch our whole group because that's the energy that our group has, and that's the excitement we're all playing with.
Just what did you like about how Taylor House was able to step in and center that third line?
She did great. It's not an easy thing to come in after not sort of seeing playoff pace, but she fit in beautifully. That's kudos to her and her prep and what she's been doing day in and day out since she's been with us, and she was ready and she showed it.
Just a comment with, when you see someone like Vanisova take 3 penalties, is there anything said? Just, she plays a physical game, but with so much on the line, do you have to watch that line a little bit more?
Well, we chatted, and obviously she started the season a little bit more penalty prone and found a way to curb it there throughout the back half of the season. And again, these are moments that she's playing as hard as she can. She's a passionate player. She's a competitive player. Certainly, it's not. She doesn't want to put her team on the penalty kill 3 times either. It's not like she's going out there and being wild. It's just how it transpired today. But certainly we'll look at them and we'll continue to help and make sure that she can play the way she needs to play, but obviously with a next level of discipline.
You mentioned Maddie Rooney obviously had quite the game on the other end of the ice. I'm willing to guess you'll probably have to play her again at some point this series. What do you think needs to change to get more pucks by her?
I don't think you change a lot. I think you just continue to do what we were doing tonight. There are opportunities to be had. She played great. I've said it a couple times here. She played great. So we just got to continue to make sure that it's a difficult evening for her if we see her again, and if we see any goalie at the end of the day, we got to make it difficult. So I think we're in a good spot. We just got to keep going to the net, keep putting pucks there. It's basic hockey. It's such a coach's answer there, but that's just the reality of the game.